Yeah, there we go again, man. Cat, we live.
We live, man. We live. We
We
live.
live, Cat, man. Welcome back to No Excuses, man.
Welcome back, man. Welcome back.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Today, one of the kind of episodes that I really look forward to. Really
Yeah.
look forward to, man. And I don't know if, well, granted, I always keep up with the date and whatnot, especially, you know what I'm saying, today being Jay's birthday. Happy birthday. Shout out to Jay Bird,
Shout out, shit. Shout out, shit.
But I don't know if you realize it, but football season right around that corner, man.
Yeah.
Football season right around that corner, man. We're getting closer to it. I know for a fact football getting close. Whenever they go to putting out them bullshit lists and all that, trying to get the engagement going, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get some traction going to your accounts
Yeah.
or whatnot. Football is around the corner, man. But we'll talk football later on in the episode, man. First off, man, tell the good people at home what to do, man, whenever they tune into this here product.
Man, like, comment, share, subscribe, man. Hit the post notification so you know when we post. Man, go follow the Facebook page. No excuses, man. Keep running the show, man. Greatly appreciate it.
Oh, man. All right. So, man, since last week we had a game 7. Oklahoma City beat the shit out of Denver. I don't need to talk about that. That game ain't worth discussing. But
Nah.
last night, the Western Conference Finals started. We really should have recorded yesterday to do our predictions just for both series, but I wasn't thinking. But Western Conference Finals last night, Oklahoma City Thunder beat Minnesota Timberwolves. Final score of 114-88. SGA, who just won, they announced his league MVP today, 31 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 20 points in the second half after really struggling in the first half. Ant-Man, 18 points, no points in the fourth quarter. I want to ask you, man. Because I don't really have much take from the game last night. But I'm gonna let you do your thing about the game last night. But tell me what you saw last night, and what do you think Minnesota has to do to get back in this series? Because from what I saw last night, I don't the most loyal of Minnesota Timberwolves fans, the most optimistic of Wolves fans. After you watched that last night, you can't be feeling very good about where you stand right now. So tell me what you think about Minnesota, man. What they got to do to get this back right?
I think obviously Edwards got to give more than 18. I think he gonna have to damn near go for 40 a game in this series to make it competitive at least. I think Rudy Gobert in this series, you really can't play him for real because of the style of play that OKC plays. They play like a college style basketball, and they play college style basketball in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think the way that Rudy Gobert, he's like a traditional big. He can't really move around and what I'm saying and be able to impact the game in no kind of way. So I mean, there's no way you really can play him on the floor, man. But OKC, they deep, man. They got a deep roster. I've been knowing this all season how deep. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't really know until the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's when you see everybody on the big stage. I knew that they had some players, man. I didn't know that they was this deep though. But man, OKC got a deep roster, man. A lot of young guys, man, hungry. You know what I'm saying? Um, I like the bid they got. I like Horkenstein. I like, you know what I'm saying? I know you got your criticism with Chet Holmgren, but I kind of, I like Chet. Um, SGA, we all know how he get down. You know what I'm saying? Dort, I like all the boys, man. They got a nice core. If they can keep that together, man, they're gonna be around for a long time, man. They're very young and they're hungry, man. So, with Minnesota, you gotta just hope and just pray that their role players ain't on. You know what I'm saying? Like they do say, you know, the role players play better at home. So OKC, their role players showed up and stuff last night. But we got to see what they can do if they can kind of limit them role players. You know what I'm saying? I think they can have a better chance because you're not going to put SGA to a stop. Like SGA going to get his. He averaged 30 points a game. He been averaging that all season. Evident he just won the MVP. So, I mean, there's really no stopping him. So all I can really say is try to, neutralize the others. You know what I'm saying? Try to make them come back down to earth. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I don't really see how Minnesota, to me, could win this series just because I just think the depth of OKC trumps Minnesota's depth. So, like I said, man, they're going to have to neutralize the others, man. Like, SGA going to get his, man. You just got to – it's just going to be one of them things, man. SGA, you're going to have to let him get his and just try to, like I say, neutralize the others. That's the only way I can see you winning this series. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I don't really like this matchup for Minnesota. I said that we talked about this Sunday. You know what I'm saying? We was in the field and stuff. So I really didn't like this matchup for them, just because I feel like Ed was gonna have to like I said, average 40 a game. Like he can't really have a lot of bad games in this series. Even though Julius Randle showing up, that's still not enough. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think he gonna have to go absolutely crazy every game for them to even make this a competitive series. Just because last night showed me OKC is the much better squad, and I don't think it's really that close, to be honest with you. Minnesota, you feel me? They both play defense, but they got scores too. OKC a better scoring team than Minnesota. They both can play defense, but OKC got scores, man, off their bench that Minnesota don't got, man. So this is going to be a tough series for Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? Can they bounce back? Sure they can. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't be shocked if they go down 0-2 in this series to start out with. It's hard to beat them at OKC. Like, they've been good at home all season. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, you got to neutralize the other players. And SGA going to get off. He going to get his 30. You already know that. He got that in his back pocket when he walk in the arena. So, the other guys, you're going to have to make them come back down to earth. That's the only way I can see you competing in this series, to be honest with
you. I think that what happened to Minnesota last night, and some of it's not their fault because just due to the path they've traveled to get to this point, right? First round, you play the Lakers. Everybody out on everybody, you know what I'm saying, down on Luka right now. I still think Luka a top 3 player in the world. I do. Right?
Yeah.
But Luka, it's not a secret no more that he is a defensive liability.
Yeah.
Austin Reeves, while he might not be the liability that Luka is, he ain't exactly a great defender. LeBron at this stage of his career is no longer a great defender. So whenever the Lakers traded Anthony Davis for Luka, you gave up the defensive aspect of the team. So what I'm really trying to say is the Lakers don't play no damn defense, right? That's number one. Yeah. So you go to the second round, you play Golden State, and while they have Jimmy Butler and Draymond who can defend, whenever they lose Steph Curry, whenever they're depending on Buddy Hield to account for 20 and 30 points a night, beating Golden State without Steph Curry ain't really saying much to me. And they didn't even look impressive to me in that series. Now, granted, there's a caveat. Whenever you're playing Golden State without Steph, it's going to be hard to impress me anyway because Steph ain't there. Yeah. But the way that they did it, I wasn't really moved by Minnesota in that series. I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was. I'm not going to lie like I was because I wasn't, man. And like, truth be told, and I said it going into the series that Minnesota versus Golden State, I would have picked Minnesota to win the series. I think we did predict that when I had Minnesota win the series. That was assuming Steph was going to be healthy. Looking back 2020 hindsight, if Steph Curry healthy, Minnesota might be at home.
Yeah.
Minnesota very well. I don't think if I was a Warriors fan right now, I'm pissed because I think we could have won that series had the man not got hurt.
Yeah.
I don't think Warriors fans crazy for thinking that. Now, Golden State throughout their dynasty, they benefited from other teams, star players being hurt. So I understand it. It is this sport, it's how it works. But I understand a Warriors fan feeling like we might could have got to the Western Conference Finals this year. I'm not mad at nobody for thinking that. To the game last night, Julius Randle came out in the first half, if I'm not mistaken. He had 20 points. He was 5 for 6 from 3 in the first half. SGA was 4 for 13 from the floor with 11 points. And Oklahoma City on the trail by 4 points.
Yeah.
I knew right then and there.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. SGA, I'm going to be honest, man. SGA is quickly, for me, becoming one of those players because whenever you watch these games, man, we all know and we can recognize great player. We know a great player when we see one, right? That's easy to point out.
Yeah.
SGA is, for me, becoming somebody that when I watch him, he's starting to make basketball look easy.
Yeah.
He's making it look easy because he had 31 points last night. I didn't even think he played that goddamn good.
Yeah.
I didn't. Now, granted, he scored 20 in the second half. He had a strong second half, don't get me wrong. But like that didn't. SGA was 10 for 27 from the floor.
Yeah.
He missed 17. SGA don't miss 17 shots a game. Like, he's generally a very efficient player. So I look at that, man, and say he was 10 for 27 from the floor. They won by 26 points.
That's what I'm saying.
And in fact, take into account. They just played a game 7 against Denver Sunday.
Yeah.
Minnesota been off since last Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
They've had more rest.
That just go to show you the depth, man. That's depth.
Minnesota was the fresher team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if you felt like they was gonna steal game 1 or 2, game 1 would have been the better bet because they coming off more rest. Oklahoma City, they had a long series, physical series with Denver and Jokic and Aaron Gordon. I'm gonna be honest, man. I think this is a terrible matchup for Minnesota. I agree with you. I do think Ant gonna have to go berserk 35-40 a night to make this a series against that defense. That's gonna be extremely hard to do. I'm not saying that he can't do it because we understand and we recognize the talent that Ant-Man has.
Yeah.
This is a tall task, man. It's a tall task. I don't think Rudy Gobert can bring you much value in this series. That's why they tried to go small last night when they did that. Chet Holmgren and Jalen Williams and Hartenstein punished them on the glass because they too damn small. And then whenever you bring Gobert in the game, he's too slow getting out to the perimeter to defend the three. And last night, Oklahoma City shot 21 threes. Minnesota shot 51. They beat you by 26 points, shooting 30 less three-pointers. Yeah. I think last night built their recipe for disaster. I'm not saying this series is over. Because Minnesota, they got that dog in them. They know to make a fight out of it. That's a team that went to Denver and won a game 7 a year ago in Jokic's house. I'm never going to count that team out. What I will say is this. Game 2, they season on the line. If Minnesota lose game 2, I think the series is over.
Yeah.
I do not think they can beat this team 4 out of 5 times. I do not.
And Q, to touch on Minnesota, man, as good as as good as he is and stuff like that, just as far as they offense, they are very low IQ offensive team, man. They don't really have a lot of structure to what they do. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, most of the time it's like Ant or Randall. They just trade buckets, you know what I'm saying? They ain't really no others that's getting involved like that, you know what I'm saying?
Because it just seems to me like they're lacking a legit floor general, a true point guard. I'm not knocking the OG Mike Conley because I got a lot of respect for what Mike Conley has done in his career. Mike Conley has been a damn good player throughout his entire career. But right now, man, at age 37 or 38, he's been in the game for a long time. There's only so much I'm expecting from Mike Conley in 2025.
Yeah, he can't
You
run with
understand
these
what I'm
boys.
saying? So that's not even a knock to Mike Conley. That's just Father Time. He is undefeated, man. He's been in this game for a long time.
He can't run with these
I
boys.
find that, because I agree with you, I do think Minnesota runs more freelance, really untraditional looking offense. It's kind of let's swing it around to somebody get open if that ain't there, and or Julius Randle go 1-on-1. You can't dump it down to go Bell for him to get nothing on the post because he ain't got no post moves. I just think Rudy Gobert overrated. I do, but nonetheless, it's going to be extremely difficult for Minnesota to win this series, man, because Oklahoma City, not only are they elite offensively, I think they're better than Minnesota defensively as well. When you bring in players like Alex Caruso off the bench that can bring that spark, man, he going to defend at a high level, can hit open threes. It's going to be very tough to beat Oklahoma City, man. It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough. I'm not saying that I think Minnesota don't stand a chance, but it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Very tough.
Yeah.
But from one series to the next, man, you got the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers Eastern Conference Finals. It tip off tonight. Who you like in this series?
Man, both teams.
Keep in mind, Indiana put the Knicks out the playoffs last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But the Knicks did have a lot of injuries too.
Yeah, so that could be a revenge factor for New York. You know what I'm saying? They can play off of that. But I'm looking at the Pacers, man. A lot of people slept on the Pacers, man. A lot of people slept on Tyler Halliburton. I mean, not Tyler. What's his name?
Tyrese Halliburton.
Tyrese. I keep saying Tyler. Tyrese Halliburton. A lot of people slept on him. You know what I'm saying? Saying that he wasn't worthy of being on the USA team and being on All-Star teams, whatever the case may be. But for so far so good, man. He's proved a lot of them people wrong, man. The boy done ball. You know what I'm saying? He done showed up and did what he's supposed to do, man. So I can't, knock him for whatever he did. You know what I'm saying? He knocked down Greek Freak them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I think a lot of people slept on the Pacers. Even I did. I didn't know, much about the Pacers like that. But for them to still be playing in these playoffs, they got to be some kind of good. You know what I'm saying? They ain't just there to just beat us. So, they can play off that factor of people saying that they ain't good enough. You know what I'm saying? They can play off of that. There's a lot of revenge factors in this series. But me personally, just because I'm a Jalen Brunson fan, I fuck with Jalen Brunson. I take the Knicks in 7, but I'm not very, very confident in it. Just because, like I say, man, every time, you feel me, I go against the Pacers, they show me something different. You know what I'm saying? Because I went against them last year. You know what I'm saying? I went against them in the series with Milwaukee and them this year. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that Milwaukee. Well, I knew Milwaukee wasn't that great. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know Indiana Pacers was as good as they was. So I kind of, I underestimated them too. So I'm going to go with the Knicks. Like I say, I'm not very confident in it. You know what I'm saying? Both of them play kind of a similar style. I think Jalen Brunson, the best player in the series. That's basically what I'm going off of, just because of Jalen Brunson. You know what I'm saying? I think this gonna be like I said, a great series. I think all games gonna be good. The Pacers, they play that style. They run, they be running too. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a very, very competitive series. I know Stephen A. Smith somewhere jumping around. He happy. Spike Lee, you know what I'm saying? New York ain't been in this position in a while, man. So it'll be pretty cool for them to pull this off and get to the finals. So really, I'm for the story. I'm for the story with New York, man. So like I said, I'm taking them just based off Jalen Brunson, him being the best player in this series, and yeah, that's basically what I'm going off of because both teams, it's really an even matchup, man. It's really even matchup. You know what I'm saying? You can go either or can win this series. I can see the Pacers winning this series. I can see the Knicks winning this series. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going with the Knicks, just like I said. The reasons I gave Jalen Brunson, I feel like he's the best player in this series, and that's why I'm going with. You know what I'm saying? But um, that boy for Indiana Pacers, not Tyrese Halliburton, but he used to be in trade talks all the time. They had him in trade packages damn near. Miles Turner. I like Miles Turner too, man. Miles Turner, man, he a very solid big. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, man. I like the Knicks though. I'm going with the Knicks in this series, man. Like I say, I'm here for the story. I'm here for the story, man. So I'm gonna go with New York to win that series,
Mm. Well, hold up now. Hold up. I'm gonna say this, man. And I've been thinking about this one. I've been thinking about it for the past couple of days. Cause I agree with you, man. We've been talking about it all. I think Jalen Brunson been the best. I think Jalen Brunson has been the best player. Excuse me, throughout the entirety of these playoffs. What he's been doing, man. What he's been asked to do, carrying New York, man, playing the heavy minutes that Theos believe in, playing the starters, man, a lot of minutes. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Brunson been getting it done night in and night out throughout the entirety of this postseason. I like what Miles Bridges has provided. Carlson the Towns, he's done what Carlson the Towns does. I thought OG Anunoby wasn't his best self in the last series, so I expect him to fully show up in this series. I really do like New York. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. In this series, just for some odd reason, just to be against the grain, I guess, just to maybe sort of speak it into existence from the opposite way, I guess. I'm picking Indiana to win this series. And I'm picking Indiana to win this series because I do like Tyrese Halliburton. I do like Pascal Siakam. I do like Miles Turner, who I wish the Lakers could have damn got. Sure enough, could have used somebody like Miles Turner in the playoff.
That's what I wanted to say.
I'm going with the Pacers because I feel like nobody's really giving the Pacers a chance because it's kind of like the Pacers were in the Eastern Conference Finals last year, and it's almost as if everybody still has this feeling or this thing where they think about the Pacers, and it's like, how are they here? They're lucky to be here. And the Pacers are kind of like, no, motherfucker, we was here last year.
Yeah.
We was here last year. I'm not going to lie to you, man, from a pure entertainment standpoint, I hope I'm wrong in that prediction because I would much rather see the Thunder and the Knicks in the finals, Madison Square Garden, MVP and SGA. You know, I would really like to see the theatrics of that as opposed to the Thunder and the Pacers, to be honest. And that's just me on some small market, big market type shit that I just, for some odd reason, when it comes to the NBA, I care about this way more than I do any other sport. I don't know why, but I just do. But I do think it's a long series. Give me the Pacers. I'm gonna take the Pacers to win this series in 7 games. I think they get the Knicks to the Garden on the game 7, and I think the pressure is too much for the Knicks and not the Pacers. But it's just for the Knicks to perform in front of their home crowd. But man, I hope the Knicks win this series. I'm picking the Pacers, but I do hope that the Knicks win that series. I think it's gonna be a great series, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great series. Every game gonna be good.
I think it's gonna be a great series.
Just like I say, man, I'm going with the Knicks strictly just because I like Jalen Brunson, and I'm here for just the story. You know, the New York ain't been to a finals. I don't think it's since like 1999 or something like that. Like I said, I'm just here for the story, man. I like Brunson and how he carries himself. He's humble guy. I'm ride with Brunson just to be the best player in the field, man. I really ain't got no other factor. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, both of them playing for factors. Both of them, one of them playing for a revenge factor, and one of them playing this underdog card factors.
And man, I'm gonna tell you something that I'm really enjoying about these playoffs, especially with the specific Final Four teams that we got, is that the Oklahoma City Thunder have never won an NBA championship before. That franchise, the Seattle Supersonics, won one before, and that's like I think dated way back to like 1979. But since they've been in Oklahoma City, never won a finals, right? The Indiana Pacers have never won an NBA championship. The Minnesota Timberwolves have never won an NBA championship, and I don't think the Knicks never won one since like 1973. In like 50, that's 50 years. I'll be honest, Fatty. You ain't won one in 50 years, my nigga. In my world, you ain't never won one before. I'm 28. I ain't never seen you win one before. So we gonna
the
get
last one they played in.
I just always, you know what I'm saying, find that to be. I just always find it to be interesting, and I'm somebody, you know me, I'm pro dynasty. I love dynasty. I love dynasties because either I'm gonna be a fan of them or I'm gonna hate them. But the dynasties are needed in sports because whenever you're not a fan of the team it's the dynasty team, America, we as a sports world, everybody has to come together to hate you or be on the bandwagon. Sports, we need that. Like the Patriots being what they was for so long and making somebody like me damn sure not like their ass was good for the NFL. That's why the Chiefs right now doing what they've been doing for so long. When the Chiefs got their ass kicked in that Super Bowl, a lot of folks thoroughly enjoyed it. Dynasties are very important for sports. And I ain't gonna lie to you, me being a Bama fan, it's much more fun being the dynasty. I think we can all agree with that. But you know, dynasty is a good for the sport, man. But I'm not. I'm actually enjoying this period right now. The NBA had a back-to-back champion. I'm not mistaken since Golden State 2017, 2018. So you get a new champion every year, man. I like to see it. It's period, man. That league has grown. For as much as people like to try to downplay it and talk a lot of shit about it, man. That league actually is growing. So. I actually like what they are doing, man. From one sport to another, I want to shift gears, man.
Hey, Q, hold up. In that 1999 finals, didn't the Spurs play the Knicks in the finals?
Right.
I got that right there. I said the last one they played.
Yeah, that's the first ring of Tim Duncan career. If I'm not mistaken, the 99 season was like a shortened lockout year.
It was.
I want to say they played like maybe 50, 55 regular season games that year.
Kind of like the 2011 season. Well, it was. I think it was 2011.
All right, so Cat. Pro Football Focus put out a list, right? And you got some people that really believe in Pro Football Focus, man, and go to it like it's their football gospel, and so they get a lot of knowledge from it, and that's what people get their knowledge of the game from. So Pro Football Focus put out a list. They put out a list of they ranked the top 32 starting quarter in the NFL, right? They ranked the top 32 quarterbacks in the NFL, man. And I got to be honest, man. Fat, I'm not a Cowboys fan by no means. I'm not. But they ranked Dak Prescott at 17.
Hey.
Hold up. Don't say nothing. I'm going to read you. I'm going to tell you some of the names in front of it. We know for a fact Mahomes, Joe Burrow.
You ain't got to say that. You ain't got to say that.
Lamar. We know them. We know those guys. Hold up, man. Hold up. Let me read you some of this. Well, hold up. Matter of fact, I can't get the list pulled up right now. But I'm going to try to go off top of the dome. See what I can remember from it. Mahomes was 1. Burrow was 2. I want to say Josh Allen was 3. Lamar was 4. Jalen Hurts was 5.
Okay.
Jay Daniels was 6.
Yeah.
Matt Stafford was 7.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert was 8. Jared Goff was 9. Geno Smith was 10. Brock Purdy was 11. Jordan Love was 12. I can't remember who was 13. I can't remember who 13 was. But if I'm not mistaken, somewhere between 14, 15, and 16, Kyler Murray. No. 13 might have been C.J. Stroud. 14, Kyler Murray. I think 15 was like Trevor Lawrence. Then there's somebody, Dak Prescott at 17, man. Real talk. To have Dak behind the likes of Trevor Lawrence, Geno Smith.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just a little disrespectful.
Yeah, that's crazy,
disrespectful, man. And I'm somebody that I hate when we do these quarterback lists because we put so much into the win-loss record that we take into account situation, the team around you. I hate when people say, "Oh, well, the quarterback, he can't be that good if he need all this around him." What quarterback wins with no weapons, no good defense, and no blocking?
I never understood that. Yeah, I never understood that.
Fucking sense. You people
sound
stupid when you say it.
Yeah.
I don't like to entertain that. And then what happens is, man, then eventually it sways too far in the other direction. Because look here, man, and I'm not trying to make this a Jalen Hurts thing because I really want to stick to Dak with it in it. I really want to stick to Dak at being at 17 because I just want to hear your thoughts on that. But as much as I love Jalen Hurts, I'm an Alabama fan. I'm somebody that whenever the whole Tua 2nd and 26 happened, I was, still vouching. Hurts should be the starter coming into that week 1 game against Louisville in 2018. That was the season opener. I was still lobbying for Jalen Hurts to have the job because he been starting for 2 years. I'm a loyal to the soil kind of guy. I watched Tua in that first drive and said, yeah, okay, I get it. I get why Tua's starting now, right? But my point is, man, I'm a huge Jalen Hurts fan. Jalen Hurts at 5 and Dak at 17 is insane.
Yeah,
that's insane, man. And I like Jalen Hurts. Don't get me wrong, man. After they won that Super Bowl, I was as happy for Jalen Hurts as I've ever been for a player. We came on here, gave him all the flowers in the world, man. Super Bowl MVP, deservedly so. I don't think that Hurts is the top 5 quarterback in the NFL.
No, I don't think you're crazy for saying that.
Yeah, like I can't do that. I'm just not doing that.
Yeah.
Like when you talk about having a team around you.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm not even using that just necessarily to knock Jalen Hurts because it's not his fault that he plays for a good organization with a good GM, good coaching, great talent around him. I'm just saying specifically watching him. Real talk, man. I find it hard pressed for you to tell me that you think Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Matt Stafford. The fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Fat, I find it hard pressed for you to tell me that you watch football and I'm higher on Brock Purdy than others. Ain't no way you think Brock Purdy better than Dak.
Fuck no.
No way. It ain't. Come on, man. And I like Brock Purdy. Oh, we should have talked about his contract. I knew I meant to bring something up, but whatever. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you talk about, I'm just talking about strictly playing the quarterback position. Everybody wants to go to what Dak has done in the postseason and his shortcomings in the playoffs. And I understand that that's all fair and that's all valid, right? So whenever we talk about shortcomings in the postseason, Why in the hell is Justin Herbert number 8?
Yeah, I don't now that Herbert
but
stuff.
2 playoff games. The
Yeah, I don't
first
know.
one, he blew a 27-point lead against Trevor Lawrence, and then the second one he played in last year against the Houston Texans, he threw 3 or 4 interceptions in that game.
Yeah, I don't understand Justin Herbert.
So how in the fuck is Justin Herbert ranked at 8 and Dak Prescott at 17? Now, if you want to talk about arm talent slash, you know what I'm saying, who looks the part during the contest, Herbert might win that. Herbert win that. I got a problem with that. I think Herbert is especially at this at the age of where they in their career, Herbert is clearly the more physically gifted, talented player. I'm never going to debate that. When we talk about actually yielding on-field results, there's no way in hell you can sit up here and try to tell me that Justin Herbert goes 9 spots in front of Dak Prescott. That makes no fucking sense at all to me.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't get that. The Justin Herbert shit, the Geno Smith shit, the Brock Purdy shit, I really don't understand for real. Like I say, Dak Prescott, I'm not an advocate for the Cowboys or nothing like that. Not a fan at all, but that's disrespectful, to have Dak at 17 and these guys that, really have, just watching, I don't think it's a gap in between them like that. Like, I don't think Herbert, you said Herbert at what? Right there, what now?
Herbert was at 8.
Like, yeah, him being, I don't think that he 9 spots away from, Dak. I don't think Dak 9, I don't think that's a gap. If it's 8 and 17, that's a gap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think it's the far gap between them two like that. Like, I haven't seen nothing to show me evidence to put Justin Herbert in front of Dak. You know what I'm saying? That far.
By 9 spots.
9 spots. I come on.
That's wild.
That's wild as hell.
That is wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, real talk, man. And what I hate what we do with quarterbacks is we base everything off wins and losses. And granted, all the great quarterbacks eventually do begin to start winning and they win consistently. That is a fact.
Yeah.
We have to take into account situation that you go into, how long you've been there, what they put around you, and then we can evaluate what you actually got to quarterback position, right? Fair. I can't put Jay Daniels at 6 already. Not yet. I like Jay. I like Jay Daniels a lot. Could he very well be 6, potentially even in the top 5 for me by the end of next year? Sure. I have to see it for more than one season.
Yeah.
I got to see it for more than 1 year. That's another gripe I got with the list. Just, man, real talk, man. So I want to ask this question. Why is C.J. Stroud not in the top 10?
Yeah, I don't understand that. He'll jump a lot of these guys on the list. I ain't gonna lie.
Why is C.J. Stroud not in the top 10?
Yeah. Nigga, C.J. Stroud that showed me more than Herbert, to be honest.
C.J. Stroud should be ranked in front of Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
Jordan Love should be ranked in front of Justin Herbert.
Yeah. On God, yeah.
I like Herbert, man. I really do. Because I hate to make it seem like whenever we start having these conversations, it's like I find somebody to pinpoint, like I'm trying to kick his back in. Because I actually do like Justin Herbert. I think he's extremely talented. I think he has had his bad moments in the playoffs, but he's still young. He got a lot of career in front of him. He can overcome that. I do like Herbert a whole lot.
Yeah.
Having him definitively in the top 10 and having Dak Prescott outside of the top 15 is insanity to me.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That is insanity to me.
9 spots.
Man. I want to play hypothetical. I'm off Dak. I just want to talk about this list period for a second now before we move on to another fucked up quarterback list, right? When we talk quarterbacks, right? Hear me out.
Yeah.
When we talking quarterbacks. And I don't try to be hypothetical guy, take this player, put him on this team with this around him, because that ain't how sports work. True.
Yeah.
That's not how the game works. What I do know is this, though, Fat. What I do know is this. When you take I'm trying to find somebody, for example, Brock Purdy. I give you Brock because Brock just got paid. Brock Purdy just signed new contract the other day. I think it was Friday, right?
Yeah.
So when you take that into account, when you look at the situation that Brock Purdy was bought into with Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, Trent Williams, they had Debo Samuel at the time, but Debo gone now. Brandon Ayuk, that defense, Kyle Shanahan coaching, who I'm be honest, man, I done kind of hinted at the fact that I thought Kyle Shanahan was overrated before. That's just me fucking around. Kyle Shanahan a damn good coach, man. Damn good coach.
Yeah.
Just for me, man, whenever we put you at the top of all these lists and you don't ever and you ain't bought home no gold yet, that's when I start throwing the word overrated around. But all in all, Kyle Shanahan is one of the best coaches in football, period, right?
Yeah.
Take Brock Purdy, replace him with CJ Stroud.
That would have been one.
Look like. Put CJ Stroud on the 49ers. Put Brock Purdy on Houston, Texans.
You won't hear about him. You won't hear about Brock Purdy. And CJ Stroud will have a ring by now.
Stay right there.
I mean, the 49ers will have a ring by now.
I agree. Stay right there. Let's stay there for a second. Take Brock Purdy. And this somebody who they got a big contract, whose career ain't quite lived up to what it's supposed to be yet, although he has had some flashes. And somebody like Shea that talk like the dude that's been a trash his whole career. That's not true. Trevor Lawrence did play some decent ball in his second year and some of last year too, till he got hurt.
Yeah.
That happened.
Yeah.
Like he ain't been just showing up fucking awful his whole career. Right? Like
you
listen to somebody like Shannon McCoy talk about it, right?
Yeah.
Put Trevor Lawrence with Kyle Shanahan and the San Francisco 49ers organization, they are one of the most solid organizations in the history of the NFL. Think about it. The 49ers in the 90s, they won Super Bowls. In the 80s, they won Super Bowls. In the 2010s, under Jim Harbaugh, they got to a Super Bowl. They got the NFC championships. At the end of the 2010s, with Kyle Shanahan, they went to a Super Bowl, lost to the Chiefs. Early 2020s, they'd have been back to NFC championships. And the year before that, they was in a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's not a coincidence. This is a very well-run organization.
Yes.
They know what they're doing. It's a reason why they always around the conversation and why somebody like the Jacksonville Jaguars never are. The organization is terrible. Put Trevor Lawrence in FA. You know, I'm not even a big Trevor Lawrence advocate in a damn way.
Yeah.
Put him with Shanahan in San Francisco, and you put Brock Purdy with the poverty-ass Jacksonville Jaguars franchise.
You wouldn't hear about
him.
You wouldn't hear about Brock Purdy. He wouldn't be a thing.
Again, I'm not trying to penalize and knock Brock Purdy. What I'm saying is we have to quit taking quarterbacks just because you win a title or you have a lot of success based on the team that's around you, because sometimes we take that and we boost that up to maybe make you better than what you really are. I like Jalen Hurts. Hurts being a consensus top 5 quarterback, that's a little rich for me. I'm not sure I can sit up here and definitively tell you that I think Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than CJ Stroud. I can't say that.
I can't say that either.
I watch both of them play. I can't just automatically jump the gun to go, okay, I'm starting my franchise tomorrow, I'm taking Jalen Hurts.
I ain't gonna lie. That nigga Daniels have another good season like he did last year. Yes. I'm not sure if I'm Hurts over Jane Daniels. He had that season again.
Guess what? I'm gonna throw a name in here that can't even be said with these guys right now. I'm just going strictly off a talent thing, and I seen it.
Yeah.
Take Philadelphia roster.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley, that offensive line, AJ Brown, Smitty, that defense. Get at the Bryce Young.
Yeah.
What the fuck you think Bryce Young would do with Philadelphia?
Yeah. Exactly.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Bryce Young throws the ball right now better than Hurts.
Yeah, definitely.
I hate whenever we take the quarterback position, man, and we make it all about wins and losses. Sometimes we put too much into the talent. Sometimes we put too much into the wins and losses.
But this is what the Q.
I'm trying to argue Bryce Young.
But Q, this what niggas will say.
I'm not trying to do that.
Q, this what niggas will say. This what niggas will say. Oh man, Ain't no way this nigga compared Bryce Young to no Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts got a championship. It ain't even about no championship, man. We just talk about who was a better passer of the football. Like,
Yes.
that's all you said. You didn't say nothing crazy. I think people can agree with it.
Fact.
That's not.
I mean, every now and then, man, I have takes that might come off as wild or like, where the hell he pulled that from.
And you didn't even say he was better.
I ain't even trying to go there.
Say he was better. Yeah.
I'm just using an example.
Yeah. You didn't even say he was better. You didn't say Bryce Young was better.
Because
you just said
I can't say that.
I can't say that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hurts just won Super Bowl MVP, man. Bryce Young never made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, don't get it twisted. The winning at some point has to matter.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying there are certainly every situation is not created equal.
Yeah.
Fat, I seen Shady McCoy, man, try to put Hurts in front of Joe Burrow.
No.
Stop.
No.
Stop. Man, what are we doing? No, nigga, I don't give a damn about the Super Bowl ring at this point. No, he ain't better than Joe Burrow.
Shady don't believe that shit.
Why you say that? Nigga, I got eyes. I watch football.
He ain't better than Joe Burrow.
He's not better than Joe Burrow. Stop. Because just because he got a Super Bowl ring, so what you gonna put him in front of Lamar Jackson too?
Josh Allen? Josh Allen?
Yes.
Hurts not better than Josh Allen.
Like, Fat, winning a Super Bowl ring, sometimes we with quarterbacks and coaches in specific, we take you and we put you in a light or a tier that maybe you shouldn't be in, but we got to put you there and it's hard to take you out of it because you got the hardware. The Philadelphia Eagles just gave, damn it, I should have put this up at the topic. We ain't even on the quarterbacks no more. I ain't even talking about Dak no more. Dak at 17 is fucking crazy. But the Philadelphia Eagles, because I want to say this before we get to our last topic with Joel Klatt'ss, what is fucked up. The Eagles gave head coach Nick Sirianni an extension. I think it was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And look here, man, Super Bowl champion. He'd have been to the playoffs. If I'm not mistaken, every year that he's been there. Fat, I'm be honest. I'm still not sure if I take Nick Sirianni.
Yeah, I got skepticism on him. I still got skepticism on Nick Sirianni.
I'm not sure if I think he's a good coach now. I'm really not.
Yeah.
I'm not. Guess what? Nick Sirianni has a Super Bowl. Kyle Shanahan doesn't. If I had to pick a coach tomorrow, who you think I'm picking?
Come on, no brainer. I'm going with Shanahan, man.
I'm going with Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah. Shanahan is the better coach. Nigga.
Shanahan is a better coach than Nick Sirianni. Yeah. Nick Sirianni has a ring. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
In this conversation. That is irrelevant to this conversation.
Exactly.
It's irrelevant to the conversation. That's just like in when you go back and you look at let me come up with a good. When Ed Orgeron won a title with LSU in 2019, right?
Yeah.
We didn't start calling him a great coach.
Oh no.
Like, just because you win the championship doesn't take you from good to really good to great just like that every time all of a sudden.
Yeah.
That's my only point. And I hate to sound like I'm a Hurts hater, man, because you know damn well how much I get out with Jalen Hurts.
No, ain't no hate. It's no hate. You know, it's no hate.
But so I try to have objective conversation, man, and convey my thoughts. I try to fully convey the thought and try to say it, you know what I'm saying, the right way. Hurts, damn good player. I'm not ready to say automatically a top 5 quarterback yet, but that's just me. I think I still got Mahomes in a tier by himself, but after Mahomes, I would go Lamar, Josh Allen, then Joe Burrow to round out the top 4. I think from Joe Burrow to whoever you think is number 5, I think it's a drop off.
Yeah.
To whoever you think is 5. I don't give a damn who you put there, to be honest, but I think it's a drop off.
Them the 4 though. The ones you said.
Them are definitely the 4. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to make an argument to put Matt Stafford up there with those guys.
Yeah.
I think Matt Stafford's still elite. I do.
Oh yeah, Matt Stafford very elite.
Matt Stafford's still elite, man. I do.
Yeah.
But okay.
I like Matt Stafford.
Statement for the day. From one fucked up college quarterback list to another one. This one is Joel Klatt of Fox Sports. He put out his top 10 quarterbacks coming into the 2025 season. I don't have the list in front of me, but I will try to remember what I can remember. I will pull it up if I need to. But at number 1 was Cade Klubnik, Clemson. At number 2 was Arch Manning, Texas. At number 3 was John Mateer, Oklahoma, the transfer from Washington State. Number 4 was Sam Levitt, Arizona State. Number 5 was Drew Aller, Penn State. Number 6, if I'm not mistaken, was Lenora Sellers, South Carolina. Number 7 was DJ Lagway, Florida Gators. I think I got that right. Number 9 was, I can't call out his name right now, but the quarterback from Illinois. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I can't think of his name right now. Nope. I know who I missed. At number 6 was Garrett Nussmeier, LSU. 7 was Lenora Sellers. 8 was DJ Lagway. 9 was whoever Illinois called. I just can't think of the man's name right now. And number 10, the almighty and famous Carson Beck. Okay. What? I went on enough of a rant just then. Tell me what you think wrong with this list first before I close this episode with what I got to say. Because I feel like I went on a big enough rant already.
Lagway at 7 and Arch Manning at 2 is crazy as hell. I'm sorry. I get Arch. You got the last name and the hype and everything behind them and Texas and all the big hype that's with them and what come with Texas. Them, being a big market and all that kind of shit. Whatever. It ain't no way you watch DJ Lagway right now, where he at right now, and Arch Manning where he at right now, and you got him in front of him. Nigga, DJ Lagway literally went 6-1 when he came in to start. Like, it's on the tape. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was balling before he got hurt against Georgia. I think that game would have been very interesting if he didn't go down in that game. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying who would have been the winner, or whatever.
If
but I just
Lagway don't get hurt against Georgia, Florida would.
I feel like they won. I feel like Florida would have won the game. I really do. If not, damn near win that motherfucker. It would have been a very tight game. That Georgia would have had trouble with it. Basically, what I'm saying. So Lagway at 7 and Arch being there 2. No knock to Arch or nothing. I ain't got nothing against them folks. But come on, man. Y'all are doing this based off of what his name is and the media pushing it. They pushing that narrative to the forefront. They pushing the Arch Manning shit. They've been pushing this. They pushed it last year a little bit, but they just couldn't go all the way with it because they still had old boy there, Ewers. But now that it's all Arch Manning, you know what I'm saying? They push it all of that to the forefront. You see it. It's everywhere. Every podcast you go on, if they talking about college football and they bring up quarterbacks, that's the name. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Manning behind it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking the boy. I ain't saying the boy ain't got the potential. I'm not saying he's not, a good quarterback. But I'm not just ready to. I have not seen enough of Arch Manning to put him in a top 2 quarterback conversation. I'm sorry. I have to see more. I don't give a damn what you did against a team like fucking Chattanooga and New Mexico State or some shit like that. I don't care about that. Let me see you play against good competition like Bama, Georgia, Florida, for instance. They play Ohio State first. Let me see what you do against Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? I got to see more. You know what I'm saying? Just for me, I have a problem with that. If y'all like just crazy about Cade Klubnik, you know, he been there for a while. If you know what I'm saying, you going off of experience of him being a starter for as long as he been a starter, I mean, cool, but I don't know if I'm just gonna say he's just a number one and this just clear cut number one. I don't know if I can just go off that and just say he's the number one quarterback coming into this season. I don't really know much about the mature dude. I don't really know much about him.
Right.
I do like the quarterback from Arizona State. I do like him. Sam Liv.
He can ball.
Yeah, I do like him. He's a good quarterback. The Drew dude from Penn State. He's decent. He's a decent quarterback. I'm not just all hell bent on him like that, but he decent. You know what I'm saying? Miss me with the Garrett Nussmeier shit. Garrett Nussmeier will not be in my top 10. I'm sorry. I don't see what y'all see in Garrett Nussmeier. I'm sorry. Y'all been trying to sell me this for the past 2 seasons. I just don't see it. I don't think Garrett Nussmeier is that good, man. I'm sorry. I just don't see it. I think his arm, he has a pretty decent arm. It's not, the next coming of Peyton Manning or Drew Brees or Aaron Rodgers. It ain't that. It's not that, bro. And he's not mobile. He can't move. He's not really athletic for real. He got exposed against us. You know what I'm saying? We see what he really was about. They talk junk about him all week. They built that game up, and you see what happened. Like, come on, man. Like I say, Garrett Nussmeier, I don't understand the hype of Garrett Nussmeier. I never did. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. But, hey, I'm just somebody that I'm just somebody watching the game. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think that he's what y'all putting him out there to be. I'm sorry. I just don't see it. I don't see the good Garrett Nussmeier hype train. I just don't see it. I don't understand. It's a lot wrong with this list. I'm sorry, it just is. I will have. Do they on this list? Do they have sellers behind him?
Yes.
Yeah, this list crazy. This is a crazy ass list.
Lenore Sellers is ranked behind him.
No, the sellers.
I don't even want to waste a lot of time talking about this, man. I'm gonna just say this here, man. This list. This seems like a list that is put together very generically because in order to make a top 10 list, you have to have 10 guys because putting Cade Klubnik at number 1, it's a safe thing to do because he's played the most. But Cade Klubnik ain't exactly done. And you remember, whenever our very first season, our very first year starting this podcast, my very first Heisman prediction winner was Cade Klubnik.
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
3 years ago. How many years ago was it?
That was like 3 years ago.
So I obviously have always thought that Cade Klubnik could be a good player. I think he's a good player. Saying he's the best quarterback coming back into college football feels kind of generic. It feels almost as generic as putting Arch Manning at 2 for no. I'm not even getting into that. You don't have a reason to put Arch Manning at 2. It's just because his last name Manning and you want people to talk about the list like we doing. So I don't have much to say about the Arch Manning. Arch Manning not the second best quarterback in college football right now. Just stop. He ain't playing like that. There's no way he can go in front of DJ Langway. There's no way he can go in front of Lenore Sellers. I'm not even sure that you can definitively put Arch Manning in front of Garrett Nussmeier right now because at least Nussmeier has played more games.
Yeah.
Now, Arch Manning could very well pass all them guys by the end of next year. But as
I'm not
right
saying
now,
what.
I'm not seeing it. I think by the end of this year, Ty Simpson gonna make his way onto that list, but I'll leave that for another day. Carson Beck, why is he here?
Yeah,
why
I forgot all about him.
Get Carson
I
Beck.
forgot all about him. I forgot all about Carson Beck. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, come
on.
I forgot all about
y'all
didn't want to know last year, man. Come on. I be honest, man. I done said enough about Carson Beck that people know that I don't think he that good to the point. I don't even want to talk about Carson Beck.
Yeah. I don't get the Carson Beck.
I think Drew Aller got talent. He got physical traits. That Notre Dame game from that bowl game, that playoff game against Notre Dame. My stock kind of low on Drew Aller right now, but I can see what people can potentially see in Drew Aller. I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see what people can potentially see in Arch Manning. He just ain't played enough for me to put him at number 2 yet.
Yeah.
But as of right now, man, ain't no way in hell that y'all got Cade Klubnik at number 1 and Lenora Sellers at number 7 or number 8 or wherever the hell he was at. And they played each other last year, and Lenora Sellers clearly outplayed Cade Klubnik in Clemson.
Yeah. Exactly.
That happened in Clemson.
Yeah. I don't understand that.
I can't definitively put Cade Klubnik in front of Lenora Sellers. That's my personal opinion. Because honestly, I'm not sure who I have as my number 1 quarterback coming into this season. I think it's just that much wide open.
Yeah.
I think it's that wide open. I don't think none of them dudes that we've named has done enough to be considered a household name in college football. No, I do not.
Yeah. I don't either.
I digress.
Yeah.
I digress. Yeah. You got anything?
But they have to make these lists, you know what I'm saying, to get people like us to talk about it, and you know what I'm saying.
Before you finish that, allow me to say this. I love lists.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. A lot of that stuff for shock value, man. A lot of that stuff be for shock value.
We need to start making some lists.
Yeah. A lot of that stuff be for shock value. You know what I'm saying? Get you ready for college football season coming up. You know what I'm saying? Get you hype for it, and that's all. I can't be mad at it. You know, they're giving their opinion. You know, it is what it is. It's stupid, but it's an opinion.
But the thing about me is, I'm never gonna try to tell you how to make your list. I'm just gonna tell you how fucking stupid I think your list is.
Yeah,
man,
that's
about all I got for today, man. Cat, you got anything else?
Nah, that's it, bro.
Oh man, well, we appreciate y'all for tuning into this episode of No Excuses, man. And make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, man. There's no excuses. And we out.
We out, man.